Appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Oh, fuck!
and then cut to black. That's it.
Welcome to Daddy Vibes! What? You guys both haven't seen Ozark?
I haven't seen it, man.
Oh my god.
Because people here's what I'm going to do. People keep like comparing it to Breaking Bad. And I don't want to be disappointed.
It's not.
So I'm just going to wait until it's done and then binge it.
That's what I did with Stranger Things. The hype was so high, and I didn't want to watch it.
Drugs in Ozark. Nobody makes drugs in Ozark.
No, but like
the drug, like the cartel stuff and all that. Like
okay, every movie has drugs in it, damn near now.
No. But it's like it's the idea
hard
of
time,
your
dude.
normal citizen.
I'm just tugging your.
What are
you tugging
your
there?
pants, dude.
Not in this economy.
Do we tug pants here?
Yeah, no, Ozark is good. You guys need to watch it, dude. Especially if you like Bateman.
Yeah,
I really do.
I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's up there for me with Ozark.
Didn't it just end?
Sons of Anarchy. Ozark's pretty good, dude.
It's up there with Ozark.
Yeah. It's almost close to that one, but Sons of Anarchy.
Didn't that Ozark like just have their last season a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Final
season.
They ended
so it's already over.
It's already over. So now it's like now I feel like I can go like jump in and like figure it out.
It was wrapped.
That's what I heard too. They were talking about it on Smart List, like the.
Yeah, sometimes with these shows, man, you're just like Game of Thrones. You know, they force that.
I'm in season 3 yet. I mean, I heard that the last season is garbage, but I kind of want to form my own opinions and just watch it straight through.
Terrible,
and
but it's
see
like
how
it's like once
that's what I've understood.
Once you read about why it was rushed, like you can't help but see it throughout the entire season. Like the entire season, every episode you're just like, wow, this is getting pushed.
Star Wars.
Like you're like, wow, we got from here.
Like, fuck this.
We got from A to Z in like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I loved like right now I'm in the 3rd season and the development of each character and the storylines is seriously the best I've ever seen in any show. Like I really like it. And so and I've heard that it was because like the first like 5 or whatever seasons are pulled like directly out of the books, which I respect because those books are super heavily detailed and yeah, I think that's what I heard. But I'm gonna form my own opinions when I watch it and I'll share it.
No, it was top. I mean, Game of Thrones is top 5 movie, top 5 show for me.
I love it.
Game of Thrones, I'd say top 5, not in a specific order. Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy, definitely Breaking Bad, Ozark, Sons of Anarchy, and then one other show. I don't know. What other show? I'm sure I can think of a show that I really like.
Shows.
Oh, Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us. Yeah, for sure.
Easily, that's probably.
You ever watched Lost?
The best one.
I don't know if Last of Us.
No, but my mom did growing up. That's what she would.
Lost was like the first 3 seasons.
She watched
Survivor. Yeah.
And, 24.
24. My parents loved 24.
That's all she watched. And then
I never
America's
watched
Most
it.
Wanted. I get the shit scared out of me.
Parents watching 24.
Yeah, my parents always watched 24. They had like the DVD box sets and everything. Like they would go crazy for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard.
Yeah, 24 and America's Most Wanted. I remember coming down, like not downstairs because we lived in a small single story, but I would walk down the hall and my mom would have, it would be like midnight and I'd want some water or I'd have to go take a shit or something, I don't know. But I'd walk down the hall and my mom would be sitting there smoking a cigarette at the fireplace watching America's Most Wanted. I look at the TV and it's got some bald guy with tattoos all over his face.
Just
wanted in California for $2 million. And I'm like, like I'm panicking at this point. I'm like, we're dead. Like we're all dead because that's what I do. I just go from A to Z automatically. And I planned my funeral when I was 4 because I thought the guy on America's Most Wanted was going to come after you, and murder Jeremy. Yeah, he knows. He knows. So, yeah,
he knows.
Yeah, but yeah, America's Most Wanted was crazy. I don't even know if they still make that.
I don't think so.
That show, that 60 Minutes, dude. That stupid clock is like.
The 60 Minutes used to be super interesting.
That's a different show.
Yeah, it is.
Super different. 60 Minutes used to be interesting.
Yay!
I don't understand how you just.
I don't
bring these
understand.
things up. Just like with no.
Because there's shows that my mom watched.
No, but you were immediate. You just didn't even.
It's like America's Most Wanted. Same with 60 Minutes. Like the two most very different polar opposite shows on the spectrum. And he's like, let me just go ahead and swing this in there like it's.
Did you guys see the newest Shrek?
The newest Shrek?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was about to say, did they come out with a new one?
Mario was good though.
I really want to see that. I heard that was like visually phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. They killed it, man.
Yeah, I want to watch that in your projector.
Yeah. That's where we watched it. It looked really good,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, we bought it because it was like $24.99 to buy it at Walmart or $29.99 to rent it on Hulu or whatever it was on, or YouTube.
Rent it. That's
Speaking of YouTube, they own the NFL Sunday Ticket this year.
Do they actually?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all the NFL games, Sunday ticket will go through YouTube. They bought it out from DirecTV,
you have to get,
which
like,
is good.
You get YouTube Premium for that, I'm assuming?
No, it's a package. You don't need premium.
You
but
just
you
pay
need to
like-
buy
Or
the
YouTube
package.
TV,
You
whatever
gotta
it
buy the
is.
package.
Yeah.
$79.99 or something.
Yeah, it's worth it, dude. I mean, you get every game. I mean, well, it's
Wait,
worth
unless
it
there's a blackout.
It's worth it. Well, blackout's only local, so it's worth it for a Niners fan that lives in Atlanta.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like,
fair.
at that point,
That's kind of how I am with the
Those
MLB
don't
Network
exist.
app. Like, I watch the Angels because I can't watch them out here in Atlanta, so I got the subscription so I can watch the Angels play. But I can't watch Braves games, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't like the way Major League Baseball does their blackouts.
Yeah, it's
I don't like
very
Major League
strange.
Baseball anymore.
Dude, I love
You're an
It's
A's
so
baseball.
fan.
fucking boring.
It's
I know.
because you're
Not
an A's
anymore.
fan.
I'm a Braves fan now. The A's are moving to Vegas.
Yep.
Like officially. I mean, I don't know. The
Are
article
you
said it
aware
was
of
official.
the reverse boycott.
No.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
All of Oakland is going to the games now.
Yeah.
And they actually started winning some games.
What?
Yeah,
doing it out
100%.
of
They're like
protest.
nearly sold
Because
out.
they
Like,
want the A's to be there. They
No,
want the A's
because
in
they
Oakland.
hate the owner. So they're like chanting, "Sell the team."
Oh my gosh! I
yeah,
had no
straight
idea.
up. They're bringing signs and stuff,
Dude, they've
and
been
like,
playing Moneyball since the.
Nah,
fucking-
that's the general manager. That's not the owner. That's
Yeah.
It's the general manager having to do that because of the owner. So like
Mm.
the owner's not putting anything into the team. He's not putting any money into the team.
Yeah, he's been, dude.
So-
Yeah, that's what,
So they
he's
can't,
been,
like,
he's
sign
been doing
players.
that forever. Like literally, forever. The A's never get good players. They
They
dude,
never
they've been in the
develop good
Moneyball.
players,
Yeah, but
and
that's what I'm
then
saying.
they
They've been in
can't
the
afford them.
Moneyball mentality bullshit since I was born. I mean, dude, '93. I was going to games in Oakland Coliseum with my dad growing up, watching Jason Giambi and fucking,
Mark McGuire and
yeah,
like,
like some solid players,
Jose
right? But then,
Canseco.
but
yeah.
it was the same
Ricky.
shit every year. It was like, I'll never forget, like one of the years the A's made it to the playoffs. We had the best record in baseball actually, and so we had Cespedes, and he did the home run derby, and then got traded. And I was like, why?
Oh,
why?
yeah.
Literally our best fucking hitter.
he got traded to like the Mets, didn't he?
Yeah,
or
he
something
got
like
traded. Yeah, that's right. He got traded to the Mets, and then we had that pitcher we grabbed from the Braves. I think it was I can't remember his name. He's a closer. I have it in mind blank. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyways, that's what the A's do. Yeah,
Well, you've
it
had
sucks.
some Hall of Fame actual players like and MVPs.
Yeah.
You had Cespedes. You had Barry Zito. You had
Barry
Mark
Zito.
Mulder. You had Tim Hudson. You
Sure.
had McGuire, Giambi,
Henderson.
Johnny Damon. Who else? You had
I forgot Johnny Damon played for the
Josh
A's.
Donaldson.
That's
You had
right, Donaldson.
Matt Chapman.
Josh Donaldson.
But then they also traded him.
You had
Yeah,
Matt
but that's what I'm
Chapman.
saying,
You had Miguel Tejada.
Miguel
Miguel
Tejada,
Tejada, dude. That's a
totally.
throwback.
That's like a.
You had Matt Olson.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah.
Olson.
That's right, Matt Olson
And
for
what
all, and
happened
then
to
traded him to the Braves.
Won a World Series is what happened.
With the A's?
No.
No. The A's will not ever win a World Series,
The
unfortunately.
last World Series the A's won was 1987,
Yeah.
which was the Battle of the Bays.
The only
Battle-
thing,
yeah,
if the
against
A's
the Giants.
do move,
It's when the earthquake happened. in
Earthquake
Oakland.
happened, and then and then the Giants didn't host another World Series until 2002.
Yeah.
Craziness.
if they do end up moving to Las Vegas, like if that 100%
guess
goes through,
Their contracts are signed.
I just hope they don't change their uniforms because they're probably my second
I
or
really,
third favorite.
I do like the
I
A's
hit Dustin
uniforms.
up all the time, and I'm like, dude, remember, if you ever go to the A's, I'll buy your jersey first. I was like, I'll buy it. Dustin Beggs.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Is
he
he
does
is he in the
AAA.
program now?
Well, no, he's bounced back between AAA and
He's with the A's now?
No. He's not with the A's. But I keep telling him, if you can figure out how to get yourself to the
oh.
A's instead of the Marlins or the Reds or wherever he's at the time that I message him, I'm like, get your ass to the A's and buy your jersey. Do you guys remember that video on Twitter of the A's fielder that like grabbed a ground ball and then he like was getting like nauseous and he threw up in the field?
Yeah.
That's Sky Bolt. That's a friend of mine's boyfriend.
Really?
My
No
friend Emily
way.
Borges, yeah, from high school.
No
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so
her
funny.
boyfriend. Yeah, I was dying when I saw it. Dude, it's hilarious.
That's
He's just
incredible.
He's sitting out there and just like left field or right field, wherever it is, and he's just like this,
Oh,
bent over.
I do remember
Yeah.
this.
Just
And
throws
then
up.
just,
Apparently he swallowed a dip or something. I don't know.
Oh.
It was really funny though.
Have you ever
Swallow.
done that?
And it was
Have you
funny
ever done
seeing that and then realizing it was him. I've accidentally swallowed a dip before.
that? Yeah, I did
Back in
too
the high
big
school
of
days.
a pinch one time in college,
Dude, oh my gosh,
and
man.
it was rough.
Dip
It was,
is the
I
weirdest.
never done dip.
It's
I don't
like
feel like that's a.
the first time you ever do it, you'll be like, wow, dip is awesome. And
I
then
would
you'll
say
never use it
don't.
again.
Yeah, it's just that to like because it goes right in your bloodstream, so it's like it can get rough.
Yeah, it's
If you
just
do too much.
It's just a basic.
Yeah,
thing,
I don't
you know,
like-
it's
I don't
not
even like
crazy.
vape.
My wife's mom is in a coma right now with COPD.
What's
with her
that?
lungs from years of smoking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's some lung disease. Like she actually just
Smoking
had a trach,
cigarettes, though?
Yeah, she just had a trach put into her throat
Oh.
yesterday. Yeah, so she's like got out of the coma, but then she had a panic attack, so they had to put her back on the vent.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Yeah, so
because
of that happening a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to stop vaping. So like, this is my last one, and then I'm going to switch to I'm going to be on some Zynners, dude.
I've heard I have a friend of mine was just using I saw him yesterday. He's using the
baby.
But like because I've so many people are getting lung issues now. I feel like I just had a friend who's like 2 years younger than me die from getting lung cancer. Like it's like
dang, dude.
Popcorn
yeah,
lung?
like yeah,
that's wild.
Super weird stuff. Like another friend of mine had popcorn lung. Just out of the blue.
That stuff terrifies me.
That really scares me. So I'm like,
really?
Yeah, no,
never heard of that. That's like that was the big thing. Like, remember when Trump tried to take on vaping while he was president?
No, he tried to end it or something.
Yeah, he tried. Basically, I don't know exactly what he did, but there was a big thing where he was like, yeah, we're gonna end vaping.
Yeah,
we're not gonna, because he was talking about all the dangers of it and like.
Which is interesting because the people who I know one person who like had popcorn lung really bad, like he was hospitalized for like a while, but he'd never vapes. That's the weird thing. Then my friend who died from lung cancer also never vapes. But it's just like the hearing about these lung issues just randomly popping up with people my age. I'm just like, I probably shouldn't be. I probably should just avoid that.
It is marketed very like nefariously, like as far as it's not. They don't market it to adults. Like they market it to
absolutely
teens.
Yeah, especially with like the flavors, like the bubblegum, like. Watermelon.
All the vape stores around here got broken into.
Yeah, they did.
All the viral vapes. There was like 5 of them, and all the front doors got shattered, right? And so there's that. And then at Collins Hill High School right here, a buddy of mine coaches on the football team, and he said that every single football game, there's a white van that pulls up that looks like it's supposed to be an ice cream truck, and they're just selling vapes.
No way.
Yeah. So he thinks it's from the people that stole them from viral vapes. Yeah, they're selling them out like ice cream.
No way.
Isn't that nuts, dude?
That's crazy.
I don't smoke anything but cigars. So
cigars are.
Smoke a loud pack. We should smoke some cigars.
I would love to, but I get so worried that I'm just gonna inhale and then just like die.
So don't. Just take in the tobacco flavor and the whatever other flavors in the cigar.
And just kind
of hold it in your mouth.
Hold it in.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Just don't. I mean, it's gonna happen at some point, but like, especially if you're talking while you're doing it. But it's possible. Like,
yeah,
it's easier than you think to just.
Cigars are cool, man. I like them. They're chill. I mean, they're not like you don't smoke them to get like a buzz. I mean, they just like the flavor. It's the cool guy thing to do. So did you guys ever steal anything growing up?
I have. I went. There was a buddy of mine back when I called them the dark ages of Carson, where I just like gave no fucks about anything.
When was this?
This was like 2018 till or 20. It was like the end of 2018 until like 2020.
I remember.
Like the end of 2020.
I remember shit happened while I was gone.
Yeah, shit went down.
Oh yeah, dude, a lot of shit happened.
But this actually,
it's like everyone's like, DJ's gone, time to fuck it all up.
But this was.
And you just got married and had kids.
Yeah.
I think I did the stealing before the dark ages. No, I didn't, because I wasn't like a super rebellious person.
So it wasn't one thing. You were stealing.
He was a klepto.
I showed a friend of mine. No, a friend of mine is like, we went to like a Walmart and we took like a pen and like a lighter and like went into the bathroom and like opened it up and then like just walked out with it.
Talk about being professional.
Right? And then we just like we put all the like cardboard stuff in the trash can, put a bunch of paper towels on it, and like push it down. But I went in. I remember this one time I was like, I really needed a lighter, and I went into this Walmart, found a Zippo lighter, just did what we normally did. It was just me. I went into the bathroom, and then I ripped it open, and then like as I was putting it in the trash can, an employee walked and like putting all the like trash in there. An employee walked and I just shoved it into my pockets and like walked out, and then I just would like throw like the like bits and stuff around the store. Just took like 2 laps throwing out all this trash, and then I walked out and got into a nasty car accident later that afternoon, and then lost a lighter.
Dang. God
Wait,
said,
so
not
this
today.
was all for a lighter?
All for a lighter, man. I wouldn't. Yeah. But I didn't really steal much. I only stole like pens and like little things from like Walmart. I wouldn't like go steal like a bike or something,
Yeah, the most common thing we did was we would go into like Walmarts and stuff, and we would get like, if we wanted an energy drink, me and my friend Daryl, we would just walk into any Walmart or anything, any big store. We would open up a Red Bull and just walk around, drink it, and we were done. We would sit it down and just walk out. That's what we did.
That's
all the
so
time.
funny.
Whenever we wanted energy,
just
we did that.
Because you wanted it.
I always had like
we didn't have money. We spent it all on drugs.
I always felt so bad about it though, so that's why like it was just like deep in my soul, I'd be like, oh, I feel so shitty about like stealing.
That's the difference between me and
just
you.
Because I thought like a friend of mine
before.
showed me that it was cool and I could do it, and so I got like this I found this like really cool Zippo lighter, it flicks up and all that fun stuff, and then I guess my punishment for that was a nasty car accident later that day. Well, and I'm like, I've never stolen anything since.
That's
lesson learned.
Yeah, way back in the day.
What have you stole, dude?
I don't remember.
You're
ever
a
stealing
liar.
anything.
If you never stole anything in your life, you're a liar.
Nothing worth a memory. Like I honestly don't remember doing.
Yeah,
Because
and I never,
big
and again, I
blue
never
shoes
stole
over
anything
here.
big. Like it was just like pens or like.
I was too afraid of my mom.
Yeah.
Like just finding out about it. So I didn't do a lot of that, like even tiny stuff.
I just felt so
your
much
ass?
guilt.
Oh yeah, like hard.
Yeah.
She probably should have hit you a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much guilt and shame in that. I'm just like, I don't like this. I don't like the feeling of this.
I had stole so much shit from people that the people at the pawn shops and jewelry shops literally told me, my boss said I cannot take anything from you anymore.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? I walked in with a necklace one time after I had just gotten arrested the week before. I'd gotten out. I think I was in an in-between time. No. I'd gotten out of jail the first time. I was facing like 3 or 4 felonies. And I had went to rehab. I got out of rehab and I relapsed, and I went into a pawn shop. So 30 days after I got arrested, I went to a pawn shop, and that's when she was like, "Oh, we can't. My boss said we can't take anything from you anymore, because everything was stolen. They were getting people coming in there looking for their shit."
So were you using that for money to buy?
Yeah.
Drugs then? So when they shut you down
Maybe
and
a
they're
chicken.
like I can't take stuff from you. So did you get like panicky because you couldn't get your money for it, or?
I just did what I do, and I lied and told somebody it was mine, and I didn't have my ID, so I asked them to do it for me.
Yeah.
And they
Interesting.
did. There's always ways around. That's the thing.
Talk your way out of it.
Yeah.
Huh?
You just have to talk your way out of things.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter from A to B. I will get to B. It doesn't matter what's in between.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Interesting.
what I need to navigate. It doesn't matter who I need to navigate. It doesn't matter what the problem is.
It's
I will
just getting
always
there.
be where I need to be.
Yeah.
When it comes to drugs.
Yeah.
And so you don't realize the selfishness in that, because at that point, like, you're pushing everyone away. Your
Literally
family,
everyone.
your
Yeah.
friend, everything. I was homeless. Like, it was just crazy.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a crazy thing, man. Yeah, drug addiction, alcoholism, very,
Not fun.
very crazy. But I wouldn't change it for the world,
Mm.
for sure. So in my meetings, they say we will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it.
Hell yeah. I like that.
It's a good.
What does it say it
good
again?
motto. It says we will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it.
Dude, I love that.
That comes when they're talking about the peace and serenity that we get from working those 12 steps in the
Dude,
program
that's
that I'm
sick.
in. Yeah, it says that we'll get to a point where we recoil from alcohol and drugs like a hot flame. Like, we're like, ooh, I don't want to fucking touch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it talks about how we get to a point where, because amends are a big part of the steps. It's like writing all your shit down and realizing how selfish you are. Then you write down all your resentments, your fears, your who you're mad at, your sex inventory. I mean, all like it's very deep.
Yeah.
And so you do all this shit, and then you go and make amends to them. And so at the point where you get to the 9th step promises, where it says we won't regret the past nor shut the door, you had already gone through steps 1 through 9, and you'd already made amends to people that you had stole from. So I've called people up that I haven't talked to in 10 years and just randomly said, hey, I stole this from you, and I'm sorry. And people who love each other don't treat each other that way, and I want to make it right, and I sent them $100 or whatever, whatever they feel it's worth. So,
damn.
But so by the time you get to that, we won't regret the past. You're already you've already done the work. You know what I mean?
see.
So you're at a different place spiritually, and you're good. So I had one guy, dude, and the book talks about how when you make amends to people, that a lot of times it'll turn out better than you thought, and it always has. Every amends I've made has been good, and I've been really fearful of some. But one of them, I had told this guy, I was like, hey, dude, I stole an iPod from you, iPod Touch back in the day. Like, I'd like to send you the money if you're cool with that. And he was like, I don't need your money. He's like, I just don't know why you did that to me. And I was always trying to be nice to you. And and just fucking, dude, just rambled on for 5 to 10 minutes.
How long ago? Like, what was the distance?
I stole an iPod Touch from him senior year in high school.
Like, I'm saying, when did you try to make, like, how long?
How long between the stealing and the making amends?
It was like a month ago. So we're talking about over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was.
That's a lot of
my high school
built up.
Yeah, but and I don't even know if he knew it was me. So, but in the book talks about that. It says like some people will just respond in certain ways, and you just remember that like your job is not to control their reaction or to deal with it. Like you're
just
here
to tell them.
You're here to make it right on your end and do what's right and say you're sorry and fess up. And if however they react to it is their shit, right?
Right.
It's like at the end of the day, I'm all about control. Like I want to control everything that I can, even people's reactions. And so when he reacted like that, I was like, in my mind, I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm literally calling you out of nowhere and swallowing my pride to apologize and make things right.
And then he's like, "Who do you think you are?"
Yeah, you're being like this. But then it's like when you take a step back and you really look at it, though, you realize that like that's super self-centered to me. Though.
Right.
Because if I'm looking for a specific response from him,
right,
then that just shows
they don't
me.
owe you anything.
Yeah. Then then that tells me that my motives are selfish and I'm doing it for the wrong reasons.
Facts.
And my motives have to be pure if that program's gonna work. So I have to go into it saying, look, the reason I'm doing this is because I need to make amends to this guy. You know.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've had to fork out a lot of money. That's what sucked, dude.
You get to write that off as a business expense?
Yeah, when I say I've had to fork up a bunch of money, I mean Apex. Yeah, what I owe you? Okay, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Here's a blank check.
Might call you again during tax season.
Yeah.
I'm getting phone calls now at this point for people telling me that I stole from them. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
I'm like, I don't know, but here's a check.
Yeah. Brian Stormbogger? I don't know who that is.
You don't know who this is.
A PS5.
I haven't used in 10 years.
Yeah. Until it wasn't.
One girl I went to high school with had the same dealer as me back home. This is, again, over a decade ago. And she just got out of prison. She's been in prison the last 10 years.
Damn.
Raid. I guess she was in the house or the
while they got raided?
Yeah, but I guess she was like, that was like her boyfriend. And so they were all getting high. I mean, it was a trafficking.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a drug dealer's house.
Yeah, so anyone in there is going.
Yeah, I mean, the article, I'll show you
guys
guys the article after this. It's
I'd be
nuts.
curious to see that.
She's listed on there and everything.
Damn.
So it's just crazy, you know? And I remember going in and out of there all the time. And it's crazy too, because drug dealers are so manipulative. Like, I remember one time he was like, hey man, I'm going out of town for 3 days, so make sure you stock up so you don't get sick, you know? Like, he cared about me.
Wow.
Yeah. But he was right. Like, I had to. Like, I had to buy 3 days worth. But the problem is,
you use all of that.
when you're an addict, you don't fucking stop. I mean, if you have some left, you're using it. You're staying up until it's gone. And so after day one, I was like, well, what am I gonna do for 2 days? So
was it a miserable 2 days?
No, because I found stuff.
You found some more
from other people, not heroin, but yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit I would do bad. That was not good. So,
but that was back in the day.
I had to work through it all, man. 10 years.
Really helped you with your entrepreneurship.
100%.
Being a drug addict or stealing.
Both.
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, how many clients have you stolen from, Jeremy?
Yeah, fucking right, dude.
How many estimates are you just like walking around and like?
Yeah, dude.
But you developed the gift of gab, right?
I did. But my conscience is way, way like overkill now. Like, it's like over the top. Like, I'm always not worried about what people think, but I'm always like thinking about
how you're being perceived.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like how I'm being perceived, like how other people are receiving what I'm saying.
Or you've always felt like that?
No. Since I got clean.
Okay.
But it came from like a place of like guilt and like fear of like fucking something up again. You know what I mean? Like ever since I got clean, it's always been like this crazy fear of like letting people down, or pissing someone off, or doing someone wrong, or getting arrested. I mean, that was like a huge PTSD fear of mine, because I had been arrested multiple times, and it's fucking miserable. I don't give a shit what anyone says, and you've got those cool guys out there, I'm sure, that are gonna watch this podcast and be like, he's a pussy, or whatever. I don't give a shit, dude. Jail sucks. It is not fucking fun. I didn't like it, and I went to 2 different hotels of theirs. Not a fan. But it just sucks, dude. And so I always had this fear of like, I don't want that to happen again, So
yeah,
fuck it, we ball.
Yeah. Jail sucks.
You never been to jail?
I'm going.
Oh.
What are you gonna get picked up for?
A little of this, little of
little
that.
this, little that. Absolutely.
We'll see.
Going.
Flavor of the month.
Which one do you think you're gonna go to? San Quentin or?
Probably Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd like it there. I feel like the summers are pretty nice.
Alcatraz is closed.
Still going.
Not for DJ. They'll open it up for DJ.
Reopen it.
This guy needs his own.
They'll be like, this guy needs his own
prison.
island.
I'm gonna
like,
do something so unspeakable.
Hell yeah. Who was
And
it at Alcatraz?
to our knowledge, it's closed.
Scarface.
Denzel Washington's character in what was that movie?
No, who
Nicolas
is the
Cage.
real guy in Alcatraz? The real, like the actual, like really big bad guy. It wasn't Scarface.
Not Al Capone.
Al
Was
Capone.
it
I think it was Al Capone.
Scarface is not a real person.
I think I know, but it's based on Al Capone, you knucklehead.
No,
Get
Al
this
Capone's
guy out of
Italian.
here. Get this guy off my
Scarface
podcast.
is Cuban. Not even close.
Not even remotely
Whatever.
similar to the same.
I don't watch movies.
They put Walter White on Alcatraz.
Another thing you're talking about that you don't know shit about. That's
Tally mark.
That's number.
That's
Put it
four.
up.
Tally mark. Tally mark.
Put it up on the board.
I don't know, man.
We should just come up with a topic, something Jeremy has no idea what it is, and then just see how like.
maybe it was John Gotti.
See how intimate.
John Gotti.
John
singer?
Gotti.
Maybe that's too. What? There's a singer named John Gotti.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
don't
repeating what he said in a question form because I don't
Oh
believe
no,
that
I'm
that's
getting
correct.
mixed up with Nelly.
You know John Gotti, famous.
You got John Gotti mixed up with Nelly?
E.
Oh.
Yeah,
E
no,
sound.
you're right.
He's a phonetical individual.
A phonetical, lyrical.
A phonetical, lyrical, subliminal
Hey.
on your swimming pool.
Ew! Ew!
Ayo.
I'm 2 Red Bulls deep right now, dude.
I gotta hit the
Let's
elliptical.
keep this podcast
Dude, we're all
going, the
about that.
elliptical. You ain't ever lifted a weight in your life.
I've lifted a lot of weights.
You ate a lot of weight.
Wait, what do you bench right now, DJ?
Right now.
Right now,
That's a good question.
I don't think I've ever Well, no, I'm not. That's
There
a
we
lie.
go.
I, have
I
maxed
work out
before.
all the time.
No.
What do you lift? Weights.
No, I haven't maxed out since high school.
All
I mean,
right.
I've lifted heavy weight. I
This
think
ain't
the
even my
heaviest.
max, bro.
I think the last time I like maxed out was, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe. And
Wow.
it was only like 260.
Okay.
Max
So-
Max Keeble's big move.
Max Keebler's Big Move, bro. That was a film that existed.
You remember
Yep, that was a movie.
that? That was a solid movie,
It was a movie
dude.
that came out.
That is a movie I'd
Didn't
rewatch.
see
You
it.
That's a movie that-
didn't watch
How's
it?
a rewatch
You didn't watch
value
Max
on that one?
Keeble's?
Now watch the trailer.
You didn't watch that one?
Max
I watched
Max
it.
Keeble's big move.
That was like a huge. That was like big time. When
That
I,
was, dude. Every millennial with a brain has seen that. Like what?
Then what do you know?
Max
about it?
Keeble was the kid, bro. He was
The
the
kid.
kid. Remember his hair was like spiked up.
I was
hella
spiked
high
up.
with
Yeah,
a
I
white
want. I
t-shirt.
literally
was-
wanted to
Remember he
spike
got
my hair
the-
like that.
Remember he got the bully? Remember when like it was like something with the bully outside? He beat him up or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, Max Keeble, dude. He rode the skateboard.
Yeah,
Remember
That and
seeing the
Zaboomafoo.
previews for it before
That one I
the
don't-
VHS?
You guys
Listen-
don't remember Zaboomafoo?
that one
Yeah,
doesn't
I
sound
remember
familiar.
Zaboomafoo.
That one might be before my time.
Zaboomafoo.
You were very, very young.
That one, I think
You
that
were
was
probably
before
still
my.
in the womb.
That was like
That's
very
prob-
early 2000s.
Yeah, I was.
Zaboomafoo was
in
the
late
shit,
90s.
dude.
I was just making my way up.
So
I made my
that's
come
what
up
we
in the
really
90s.
need a sequel of Zaboomafoo.
They still
Another
make
show.
that.
No, they don't.
It's animated.
Oh well, then no.
They still make it.
That's not the same thing.
It is the same thing. It's crap.
It's animated.
It's this. It's
No, we
it
need
was
a real.
animated
What
by-
was the name of? It was the actual name of the what's it
Crab
called?
Brothers, yeah.
Was it Zaboomafoo though? The name of the
yeah,
animal?
Those were the guys.
But that was his name. The animal's name, Zaboomafoo. I don't think it was.
Yes, it was.
Zaboomafoo.
I've never heard Zaboomafoo in my
It's
life.
such a
He's a jumping lemur or something.
Yeah, he's a lemur.
Yeah.
He's just a lemur.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Zaboomafoo. He's just gray lemur.
What does he
Lemur.
do?
For
Does he
For those
just?
of you that watch this
Is he
podcast,
just like? Is it
I don't
just?
need to
He's like the
fucking tell you who
mascot of the
Zaboomafoo
show.
is.
It's like an animal
No, he's
show.
not. No. It's not. It's a show about Zaboomafoo. It is not. He's not the mascot.
What?
He is.
Sorry,
It is.
you lost
So
me
what
there.
is the
The show is about Zaboomafoo.
Take me through the. Take
Yes,
me through
it
an
is.
episode. What is a
He's the-
typical episode look like of the show?
Hanging out with
I'm
a
pretty
fucking lemur.
That's it?
I'm pretty sure it's like a National Geographic type show. where
No.
They talk about a bunch of animals.
No.
And then Zaboomafoo.
If it was like-
Zaboomafoo does like the transitions and stuff. And then they're like, "Hey, Zaboomafoo, what do you think about this?" And then he talks, like, do all that. It's not.
It's
I don't,
definitely
it's not,
about Zaboomafoo.
It's not a
The-
narrative-based show about a lemur.
Like, is there a?
He's the main character though.
No, he's a mascot that
No,
is-
he's not a
I'm.
mascot.
See, this is where
He's
we
not
need
the
a.
side piece to the show. He is.
No,
the show's
he's-
named. The show's literally
No,
called
it's
Zaboomafoo.
like- no, it's like Bill
and
Nye with
Zaboomafoo
animals.
is the lemur.
He's like Crap Brothers and Zaboomafoo are the Bill.
It's like
No,
you said.
it's
It's
not.
Bill Nye with
They're doing-
animals.
No, it's
That
not.
makes sense.
But it's not.
No. As far as like the format,
Bill
like,
Nye, would you
they're
say,
all-
is the focus of? What's Bill Nye about? Bill Nye doing
Bill Nye's
science.
It's
telling
the
you
science,
about things.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Zaboomafoo and the Crab
But
Brothers
who's
are
the
telling
main
you about.
who's the main piece
It's
of
not-
Bill Nye?
there's
Wait,
no
could you
main
call it
character
Bill
in a
Nye without Bill
documentary.
Nye? Could you call it Bill Nye without Bill Nye?
Probably not.
Yeah. So Zaboomafoo is. So Bill Nye is the main. You cannot make the show without Bill.
So
Nye.
Zaboomafoo is like
can't
showing
make
you
the
a
show
bunch
without
of like
Zaboomafoo.
what? What does Zaboomafoo show you?
He's
It's
just jumping
just-
around
they're
trees
show-
and shit, dude.
It's
He's a
not-
lemur.
That's it. The entire like 20-minute episode is just jumping around
He's just
trees
chilling.
and not doing
He's
anything.
doing lemur shit.
That sounds like a boring show.
It's really good.
I don't
It's really good.
think that's right.
You guys remember Big Comfy Couch?
Yep.
You would probably don't.
I don't remember that one.
That was early
That was fire though.
mid-90s.
The big
Yeah, that
ass
was mid-90s.
couch.
That wasn't even
That was a
thought of.
fire-ass
Yeah, that
show.
wasn't even a
That
thought.
was a good one. We had a lot of really good Ed, Ed and Eddie, dude. Cat Dog.
Ed and Eddie was great. I loved Ed, and
Okay.
Eddie.
That animation style
Dude,
creeped me out.
It
though.
did, but
no, you know
it
what
was
one
like funny.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I watched Jesse loved that, so I watched the hell out of that
dude,
show.
Pulling that back up on Cartoon Network and rewatching it as a 29-year-old, I'm like, what
pretty
the
good.
hell?
Yeah.
What?
It's not for kids.
Yeah, it's not. I think
That's
it's
what.
good.
Yeah, I remember my
is
parents were
good.
always like, we probably shouldn't watch this one. And I was like, I don't get it. Like, I was just a kid just watching because
Yeah.
Jesse loved it. And I was
No,
like,
it's
oh.
well made.
It
Yeah.
was super dark, dude.
Yeah.
Like super, super dark.
Yeah.
I was surprised I was able to watch that. I wasn't even allowed to watch Pokemon, but I could watch Courage the
Yeah,
Cowardly
neither was I.
Dog.
Yeah, we couldn't watch
That doesn't make
Pokemon
sense.
either.
You can watch
Should've been
Pokemon, Power Rangers, Harry Potter.
You couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't watch Harry Potter either. That was a.
Oh
a
yeah,
no-no.
me either.
That
My
was-
wife's obsessed with Harry
That was
Potter.
a
though.
no-no.
I
My
couldn't
mom
watch
now is
Rugrats.
obsessed with it.
Really?
Yeah, she
Harry
loves
Potter?
It. Yeah, she loves Harry Potter.
Who?
Wow.
My mom. She's read all the
Really?
books, watched all the movies. Like she really likes Harry Potter, and she keeps telling me that I should get into it, but I've tried and I just can't for whatever reason. Don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's. I mean, it's a.
Like I read the
it's
first
alright.
2.5 books and I was like, this is kind of
Yeah,
And
it's
I-
cool.
And then I watched the first movie and I was like, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool show. I mean, it's a cool movie, but
Was
I
it?
mean, it's not like, dude, we gotta watch Harry Potter this weekend.
Yeah, it's not.
Did you hear the Harry Potter fest?
I mean, it
in
was
You know,
when it came out.
HBO just bought the rights to Harry Potter, and they're about
Yeah.
to make
Really?
a whole
Already
like
working
series
on-
of like,
Yeah.
Are you serious?
There
When
are-
did that
yeah,
happen? My
it's
wife's
already
gonna flip.
like
Oh, she
this
doesn't
year.
know
It was like
about
it was
this?
like a
No.
few weeks ago. It was
No.
pretty. It was like
It was
maybe a
longer
month,
than that.
month and a
HBO?
half.
Max
It
did?
was longer than that.
Was it
yeah.
last year?
Max did?
This has been in development.
HBO.
Max?
No,
Max.
HBO.
Max.
HBO.
Max.
No, HBO.
Rebranded Max.
HBO is the
that's-
company.
That is the app. That is a streaming
The
app.
Max is the app. HBO is the production company. So the production company HBO bought Harry Potter to show on Max when it comes out.
Do I have to tell my wife about that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Harry Potter.
happening.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think they'll come out with some good stuff. I hate what they did with Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. I haven't
Bringing
seen.
Lizzo into it and Jack Black.
I haven't
was
seen
like,
the newest
what?
season
I
of
wouldn't
it.
mind if they were aliens, but just
It was
like,
just weird,
It
dude.
took me out of it.
Yeah,
It was-
yeah, it did with everybody.
Yeah,
That sounds stupid.
and Liz, yeah, it was.
I feel like anything on Disney Plus now is just like
There's
not like there's nothing
really-
good coming out. Like
Yeah,
I
they're
haven't
not-
seen. I heard the new Guardians movie is really good, but I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I'll wait for that to come out on Disney Plus because it will.
I was either gonna see that or Spider Verse tomorrow. and
But
I'll see
I
Spider-Verse.
really
Spider-Verse.
want to go see the second
I
Spider
haven't
Verse.
seen any of them.
I really want
Haven't
to see
played
that
the
movie.
game either.
The first one.
The first one
was so
blew
good in
blew
your-
my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
I mean, if you don't really.
I mean,
care
dude, I
about
used to play with
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man action figures when I was a kid in a bathtub. I'm a little
Seriously,
little old for
it's
that
so good.
now.
Have you seen any?
I'm
of
a
the
little
new
old for
Spider-Man
bathtub
movies?
toys. No, I don't watch movies.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen John Wick.
John Wick isn't even. I didn't even like John Wick when I watched.
I've
it. I
seen
thought it was like cool action movie.
Moana.
Like I liked it. I thought it was
I've
a cool
seen
action movie, but it wasn't like, oh, this is like the
Encanto.
greatest thing. I need to keep watching it. Like I.
What?
watched
Which one?
John Wick. Like I liked.
Number 4.
I loved it. No, I thought they were really entertaining, but I was just like, oh, that was a cool,
You think
entertaining
about what
movie.
you
I
say.
didn't think it was like legendary. Like this is like the
Dude,
greatest thing I've
It
ever
was so-
seen.
Dude, all the John Wick.
It was just like-
I mean, collectively now it's probably
top
1
1.
5 to 10 action franchises.
Closer
all
to
It
time.
probably
top
is,
5.
but I just would like really. I just was like, oh, that's a guy with a gun shooting people. Like that's
But
cool.
he killed a guy with a pencil.
Oh, that's cool. Joker
Yeah.
did that. And then
like
Jason
that.
Bourne also threw a pen
I
in
like
a
that.
guy's hand and then threw him off a table and out a window. I think the
That's
Jason Bourne movies
crazy.
are better than John Wick movies.
You know who makes good action movies though?
Narratively.
narratively? And I'm a narrative person though, so that's probably.
Who's that guy in Greenland?
I think they're apples and oranges.
Who's
though.
that actor in Greenland?
You can compare apples and oranges.
Greenland?
Yeah, Greenland.
What a random movie to
What
bring
Because
happened?
I saw the trailer last night.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler's sick, dude. I
Yeah,
love Gerard
he's good
Butler.
in- he's good in
He's-
pretty
Gerard
much
Butler's
everything.
really good.
He's really good
I like
in
Gerard
action
Butler.
movies. Yeah, I do.
I do like action movies. Like action movies are really fun and exciting, but I
still
just
haven't
was
seen
like, oh,
Quiet
that's cool.
Place 2. I need to watch that.
That one was really
Quiet
good.
Place one
Honestly, I
was
kind of liked it more than the
so
first
good.
one, but I like.
I heard my buddy said it wasn't as no. Maybe it was
I
you
think
that
the
said it wasn't as
first-
good.
No, I don't think
Maybe it
we've
was
ever
maybe it was
talked about
Mexico's.
I think the first like 20 minutes are
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
amazing.
Perfect. Like seriously phenomenal.
Because it's the first contact. Like it's like when they first showed up. So it's like that like first person view.
Mm-hmm.
What did it remind? It actually.
Oh
it
shit! So
actually
they bring it
shares-
back. It's like a preface.
yeah,
So
so-
okay, cool. So he's in it still.
for that first
Since he-
sequence,
They-
and then it does the time jump till after.
Till after, and then it catches you back up to where the first movie ended, and then
there's-
it continues on from there. It's
Ah.
really,
There's
it's
a
really
one.
cool.
There's a one
I need
shot
to watch
or
it tonight.
a
I'm
one
gonna
take
watch it tonight in
scene.
theater. I wonder where I can stream it.
It's-
Max,
Yeah, no.
No.
Hulu,
Paramount.
Netflix. I
Paramount
do have
Plus.
Paramount, dude. I got
Get-
Paramount.
get it on Paramount.
Speaking of Paramount, Yellowstone needs to drop the fucking second half of the season already. This is
Yellowstone?
That's not on Paramount.
bullshit.
Or which one?
I've been,
There's like
sorry.
3.
Yes. Yellowstone is on Paramount. Yeah, the
No,
newest
it's on
episodes
Peacock.
only released on Amazon. Sorry, Peacock. The double P's, the PPs. I have them both. Anyways, Quiet Place 2. I cut you off.
Yeah, there's a sequence in that initial that whatever you call it, the prologue, I guess is what you would call it.
That's a good word.
That is very reminiscent of The Last of Us. Kind of trying to get out the city in the first sequence of the game. It's to a degree like they're in a truck and you're in the truck with them and kind of experiencing everything inside. And it's a one-shot take, or it's filmed that way. So I don't know why I keep doing this, but it's filmed as a one-shot take.
That first sequence in Quiet Place 2, it's so good.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
You saw it in theaters?
I saw it in the theater, and it was.
Remember that was the movie that was supposed to bring people back to the theaters?
It was. Our theater. I saw it at a theater in California, and it was packed. I was living in California at the time. Yeah, it was packed out.
Were you doing some film stuff out there?
No, I was working at a summer camp.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was cool. I mean, the camp was cool.
Bratty ass high schoolers.
It was up in.
High schoolers?
Yeah, it was up in Sequoia National Park.
Bunch of kids hitting.
So it was beautiful like all year round. But yeah, it was just like it was just a bunch of punk high schoolers. I wanted to throw them all into a lake, but I couldn't do that because we weren't allowed to.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want to deal with high schoolers, man.
No,
didn't want to
the best memories I had when I was out there was when we went we called it like downhill. We went down the mountain into like Fresno and then into like different areas and yeah.
That's tight. Did you guys ride it?
Oh yeah, riding the one wheel through like the canyon roads of like the Sequoia forest and stuff is super fun.
I've had 4 people now that I've let ride my one wheel that have purchased it afterwards. 4.
One wheel.
It's
like that thing that's like on a skateboard.
It's like
a
showed it to you.
Yeah, exactly. You like lean forward to like go or like backwards.
Yeah. It's literally got one go-kart wheel and a motor inside the wheel.
I thought it was gonna take me forever.
As you brake. It's pretty cool.
I thought it was gonna take me forever to learn how to ride that thing, but like
it self-balances.
Yeah, I was like got on it and I started going. I was like, well, this is weird, and then I fell, and then I was
everybody thinks
once you fall, you know exactly how to do it. It's
you don't even. Yeah, I mean, it self-balances.
Yeah,
I mean, it literally throws the counterweight on the sides where you're not.
You just have to get used to it. That was one thing I didn't get used to because I'm used to like riding like skateboards and things where you have to like balance yourself.
Yeah, the quicker. Yeah, I told someone the quicker you can stand still on it, the easier it is to ride. Because when you're moving, the faster you move, the easier it is to ride. So if you can get in the habit of standing still, not moving, that's the hardest part about when you're riding the one wheel is getting off of it because you got to lift your
foot
heel on the front foot,
and then it just stops.
The engine stops, and then it rests backwards, so you can just step off.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, that was the hardest part because I had to relearn how to do it right because I just wanted to step off, but I had to like remind myself every time, okay, lift your heel up and then get off. And once you get that, it's so easy.
It's super easy. And then you're just cruising, man. It's so fun. Those things are awesome.
It's also rated the most dangerous EV in the world.
Really?
Yeah, the most dangerous electric vehicle.
That doesn't surprise me.
It goes 20 miles on one charge, and it can go up to 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's an electric vehicle.
I got up to 17 on it, and I was like this thing is like fast.
Yeah,
fast.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Some
like,
guy
no.
goes. The fastest I've gone, I think, is like 22. So
yeah,
you could nosedive. I mean, anything goes wrong with that.
Jackson got up.
You're flying. You're fucking.
Jackson got up to like 25 on that thing.
Yeah,
once.
I believe it. You get on hill. I mean, people do that, man. People also break their collarbones.
Yeah.
Like one guy broke his collarbone from that. I mean, he was going 20-something miles per hour, and like I guess he said it died, and then it just.
Dude, I can't wait until one wheels are just like
turned into a fucking.
Just driving down the freeway and you see someone like passing you on a one wheel.
They're fun, man.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And everybody always stops me whenever I'm riding it. People are always like, "What is
that thing?"
I'm like, "Why don't you Google it?"
And then you just like
you
lift your foot. You lift your foot. You walk off.
Yeah, no, but it's tight, dude. I love it. I mean, my favorite place to ride is the beach.
Oh, I can imagine like right on like the like in
Hilton Head,
near the water.
Best sand for it.
Really?
Yeah, right. Because it's all hard sand.
Yeah,
so you can
that
ride.
would be so fun.
Oh, it's
bro.
the best, dude.
I want to try.
I mean,
that.
it's water. I mean, it's
and
not
it's like
gonna die.
Smooth as.
Yeah, I ride it where the sand had just gotten hit, so it's hard and packed.
Yeah.
And it's wet, so when you're riding it, you see the water shoot up, and it's just like you're cruising, dude. You're just cruising. Shit, maybe I'll go to the beach this weekend.
That sounds super fun, man.
That'd be fun to do Friday, Saturday.
Take
Sunday,
the one wheel.
Beach. Yeah, maybe I will do that.
I like this.
But yeah, the one wheel's sick, man. But I remember I ate shit one time in the sand. It was the one time I fell on it. I mean, I literally had a mouthful of sand. And everybody was sitting there. Everyone was like, ha, 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 laughing at me. I was like, I've been riding this shit for the last 20 minutes back and forth on this beach, and y'all have been pointing your fingers talking about how cool it is. And then the moment I fall and eat sand, y'all are just sitting in my face laughing. Like, they were literally 10 feet away from me just laughing at me. I was like, wow, you guys are dicks.
Better to fall in the sand, though,
than
on some pavement.
I could laugh at myself. Yeah, that's right. That's the only time I really ever. That was actually the only time I ever fell.
Like ate it, and it was on sand.
No, I've never. Every other time I've fallen off of it, I've been able to run myself off.
Oh yeah.
But that was the first time I ate it because it digs in the sand. That thing ain't moving.
Did your one wheel almost go into the water after you fell?
No, but one time I had fallen off of it, like, and ran off the side or something, and it had gotten a little wet, but it was fine.
Yeah.
There's a local guy here in Atlanta that he promotes a one wheel shop where he has all these extra parts and stuff. Like, it's an actual
That's genius
shop for one wheels.
That's
and so
genius.
People from all over Atlanta, even people in California, I saw on his Facebook, were sending him these one wheels to fix their batteries. So he repairs them, and he also has a waterproofing service for like $200. He'll waterproof your one wheel. Yeah,
that's cool.
I thought that was cool. I was gonna do that.
Write it on the ocean floor.
Yeah, because he was like, you need to do this if you're gonna go ride in the sand.
Pass by the Titanic submarine.
Yes.
Go see Ocean Gate on the one wheel. I'm just
the Ocean Gate
gate. I'm like on the one wheel, holding on. I've like attached fins to the wheel, it's just pulling me. That'd be sick, dude. Who knows?
Who knows, man?
Dude, they make like torpedo jet skis now. Have you guys seen those?
Yeah, those are
like,
sick.
Those things are
dude,
nuts,
I want to try one of those like
a
water
single
jetpack
person.
things.
Those are tight. My buddy's rode one. You need a
I've
jet
only
ski to
seen
operate
one
it.
once, and it was the
In real
coolest.
life?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I've
the
never seen it.
coolest
You need a
thing.
jet ski to operate it because it's what pushes the water.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
No, I think those are freaking cool. I want to
They're
get one of
cool.
those at some
They
point
go
in my
high.
life.
I mean, probably 20, 30 feet. I mean, it's literally a jetpack, but it's just water. It's water powered
I
from
don't
a
like
jet
the
ski.
lack of control.
No, there's 100%
heights.
control. No, you can control it. How
No,
high
I'm
you go.
saying once you're up there, you can't.
You can release
can't-
the lever and bring it back.
No, I know. But if it malfunctions,
You're not gonna die.
you might.
30
not gonna
feet on
die.
the 30 feet?
No, you ain't gonna die from 30 fucking feet, dude.
If you
Depends
land
on your
wrong,
land.
Dude, 30 feet ain't gonna. No, fuck no. 30
If you
feet.
land
on
flat,
water, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll kill. That'll knock the
That would
wind out
hurt.
of you,
Yeah, I
and
don't
just
think it'll
like
kill
that
you,
would.
though. Dude, people survive the Golden Gate Bridge jumping
people
off
drown
that.
in pools.
People, yes, but we're not talking. We're talking about from impact, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You knock you out
No,
if no one's
not
around.
necessarily.
But also, if you
people
got that thing
survive
on-
the Golden Gate Bridge people try to kill
Yeah,
themselves
but
off
that's
the Golden
kind
Gate
of
Bridge.
miraculous. That's not like the
But
norm.
but it's possible, right?
It's possible. Yeah, but
if
it's
people
also
were
possible
dying
to
off a
die.
30-foot fall from this jetpack, often this thing wouldn't exist.
I'm just saying, there's a first time.
Well, you're
probably
wrong,
right.
and you're letting your fun get sucked out of you
Nah,
by yourself.
There's other ways to have fun that
This
don't
guy.
involve risking broken.
I would do it.
I'm not a big risk taker, but I would like to try
You're
that at some
not.
point.
I'm an entrepreneur, dude. Risk taking is in my blood,
Mm,
but I also don't like taking risks.
interesting.
I just have to do it.
You have to do it. Yeah,
about it.
I don't like it, but I have to do it.
My
I mean,
whole-
sometimes you just gotta like risk it for the
My
biscuit.
entire life is commission. Think about it.
Yeah.
Everything I do is commission based.
Hmm.
Everything's off sales. All right, thank y'all for tuning in again for another week. We appreciate it. The love and support from y'all. Again, you can follow us on social media, Daddy Vibe Podcast, or send us an email at daddyvibepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes,
so
sir.
we will see you again next week. Tune in. We'll be here.
Our special guest will be Morgan Freeman.
Every week.
And then like,
Every week.
yeah, we just every podcast.
This has been the Daddy Vibes podcast, brought to you